What is going on, y'all? I usually do, everyday videos, but yesterday I did like a fast and it's like my first fast. And I'll say I was definitely close with the Lord. I watched a movie. It was really a day of spending time with the Lord. As people say, they do that on the Sabbath day. I always, uh from the help of the Lord, honor the Sabbath day, which is Saturday. And I know other people say Sunday, but I do Saturday, and I always just love that day. You know what I mean? But this was like for the first time I felt a real deep dive into the Bible and the whole day just being with the Lord. And the movie I watched, I'll have to pull up, the movie that you'll see when I edit this video, but it was incredible because I really see how God is always good. His love, his compassion. When you watch this movie, you'll see it. And it's crazy because at the end it'll be like nobody knows how this man survived when he was underwater for 19 minutes, and when he came back, up from the water, he was seeming to be brain dead, but then moments later he begins to speak as if nothing happened, and his brain had completely no brain damage, was healthy. And only God can just do the impossible like that. It just shows the glory of God. That whole movie was just, I was seeing how God will really always get the glory in circumstances that are life threatening, like in other ways too. And I was crying in the movie, like saying, Jesus, you're so good. It wasn't even a movie about Jesus, but I just, when watching it, it was like, man, this movie really was a reality of just the goodness of God in this world, in this evil world, this corrupt world, this dark world. And, you know, one thing I want to say too is this journey, how to get close to God and how to know God, is really him doing it. You know, he will do it. He got me to fast. He got me to be in my word. He got my freaking computer to freeze when I was in the middle of making a video, and I spent all the day with the Lord instead of, going to the computer. And today was a really tough day because I got in my head. And I know a lot of y'all probably do yourselves, because I ask a lot of questions with God, and it's crazy. I remember I was watching this pastor talk about how or I don't know if he was talking about it, or oh yeah, he was talking about how basically it brings the reality of where you are at with God when you read the Bible. And a lot of things that stood out to me was like questioning, the Lord. Always have a lot of questions. Or what else was it that really sticks out to me? I don't know. I think I can't remember. Other than that, is just always have a lot of questions. And one thing that I learned today was I felt like God was telling me to stop giving into, my own thinking and my own understanding, where you're thinking, you're trying to solve, the question you have when it comes to God, instead of just giving him what your brain is starting to do and being at peace. And when I didn't give in to what the flesh wants to do, which is think, I had peace. You're supposed to let God lead every step and tell you exactly what he's telling you, and hearing it and following. And then by doing that, you're allowing him to lead. You're allowing him to have control, and you're allowing yourself not to be in control. And that's why it's faith. And yeah, we wrestle so much with just our mind doing what it does. And there's a spiritual warfare to that. There's spiritual warfare to that as well. That's why you got to be in the Word to have the armor of God as your protection. And then you have also the flesh that is trying to be in control, which is the old you, which now you're no longer to be in control. You're to let God be in control. And it is so better when He is, because when He's not, you just see how much you'll be in your head. I used to be, back in the day, in my head for like hours. I remember I would be in my head like all day from morning to freaking nighttime. And that's how awful it is, when you are in control versus God, where God can literally make you stop overthinking and trying to just figure it all out, then letting Him be the one that can just be who is the one who has it all figured it out, who has it all figured out, you know? Yeah. So I think the biggest takeaway from this video is, when you're overthinking, give it to God and allow Him to lead. Allow Him to, who has all the answers when you don't have all the answers, and pray for Him to tell your flesh that is dead, you have no authority over my son. Stop making him overthink. And you can tell yourself that. I have told myself that all the time. Flesh, you have no authority over me. And I've seen when like there's fear and anxiety in the heart, it stop. Putting so much faith into the power of the Holy Spirit, which is God, which is Jesus. But He gets the glory in all that, though. Through all those moments, all those words you speak, everything where you're seeing a change, it's God doing the work in you. You take no glory. But yeah, I just wanted to say, this is what I had to say for the day. And I hope y'all have a blessed one. Have a blessed one. I said that twice. I'll see y'all in the next video.